Africa needs sustainable energy for all its people. Today, only 25% of Africans have access to electricity, leaving the vast majority to depend on traditional plant-based fuels, resulting in deforestation, erosion, and soil degradation. This adverse pattern of energy use is even more accentuated in the East Africa region, despite the fact that the region has the largest share of the continent's hydropower and geothermal energy potentials. The need to shift energy production away from biomass fuels is urgent. Clean and renewable sources such as hydropower, solar, wind, and geothermal energy point the way to a more sustainable future. Among renewables, geothermal energy makes the most sense in East Africa.
Hydro is supposed to be cheaper, but because of dry seasons, availability is low.
Geothermal wins out due to its low CO2 emissions and its regional abundance.
Geothermal, being green and available, is used as a baseload.
Today, a number of initiatives and regional geothermal support programs are fast-tracking the development of geothermal resources, such as the United Nations Environment Programme African Rift Geothermal Development Facility, known as ARGeo, which is funded regionally by the Global Environment Facility in 6 countries. Several dynamics drive the program's support for geothermal forward. Resources are indigenous, environmentally sound, and economically viable. But their potential, estimated at some 20,000 megawatts of electricity, remains dramatically undertapped. Countries across the region are at various stages of geothermal resource exploration, but have very limited data about the potential impact of these resources. To date, geothermal development has been hampered by several factors, such as risks associated with resource exploration or financial risks linked with investment in power development projects.
The biggest challenge in geothermal is upfront financing. We find that you have to look for big monies at the very beginning of your project, and financing can be a challenge for a company or even a government.
Inadequately skilled manpower in geothermal science and technology is another problem, as is a lack of clear and coherent geothermal policy, regulation, and institutional frameworks.
Geothermal were first located in Mineral Department, where a license was given, and we are supposed to work it in the Energy Department now.
The ARGeo strategy aims to facilitate the exchange and uptake of geothermal development solutions, promote platforms for knowledge and technology transfer, mobilize upstream policy support for geothermal development, and to foster an enabling environment to fast-track geothermal development. ARGeo has successfully completed projects in Kenya and Ethiopia. These project pipelines will be used for further investment and development to be financed through the AUC KFW Geothermal Risk Mitigation Facility and other investors. Additional funds are earmarked for other pipelines in Eritrea and Uganda.
This will involve the scientific surveys to bring up to pre-feasibility that is bankable.
ARGeo is helping countries with technical advice, regulatory and institutional frameworks, database websites, and professional networking opportunities.
This Magdal event has been very useful because as GDC we promise to help the East African countries fast-track their geothermal projects.
The program also aims to strengthen institutional and infrastructural capacities, whilst building an expanding web of partnerships and alliances with key players across the region.
We have acquired real practical skills from the experts of GDC, and we hope when we reach home, we shall even train our colleagues.
UNEP and its partners are committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions through low-carbon geothermal energy, both as a base load and generation mix. We encourage all development partners, financing institutions, and the private sector to play a part in developing East Africa's geothermal riches.
Geothermal is real and it can benefit the continent and help reduce poverty. We hope that many countries in Africa will follow suit and develop their resources that we know is abundant.